I am sure you are all aware of eSafety and that your daughter's primary school has held events and provided you with extensive information on this topic. It is really important to us at HGS that eSafety continues to be an important topic. It is covered in Year 7 computing and regularly revisited through assemblies and other subjects such as Learning for Life. We cannot reinforce eSafety on our own though. We also need your help at home. The computing power in a modern mobile phone is greater than that used to put man on the moon. A phone is no longer just a phone. Children need to know how to use one sensibly and wisely. Parents have a role to play in this. The girls may now have free access to a mobile phone, many of them for the first time. This brings with it a whole host of issues, from cyberbullying to spending too much time on the device, through to accessing inappropriate content. We appreciate that your daughter may need a mobile phone for their journey to and from school, but your daughter does not need a mobile phone in school. If you need to contact her during the school day, call the school office. If your daughter needs to contact you, she can also do so via the school office. Phones must be switched off at all times in school. There are consequences for mobile phone use during the day. No teacher will require your child to use a mobile phone during a lesson. Let's start looking at some global facts about teenagers' online behaviour. 45% of teens are online almost constantly. The vast majority recognise that this is a problem. Girls are more likely to be users of social media platforms and spend too much time on these platforms. The message about only connecting with people you know on social media has not quite got through, with only 63% of teenagers knowing all of their connections personally. There is a very wide range of social media platforms available. Most of these platforms have an age limit of 13. This, however, is easily bypassed by changing your year of birth. Most commonly used apps by young people: Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat and WhatsApp. As adults, we may not be using these apps and therefore be unaware of the issues faced by young people. Cyberbullying is a very real and scary issue, with 2/3 of 8 to 14-year-olds being involved in a cyberbullying incident. Nearly 1 in 5 teenagers has experienced cyberbullying in the last 30 days. There is a gap between what parents think they know about what their child is doing online and what their child is actually doing. The internet is a fantastic place for finding information and resources, but there are huge amounts of inappropriate content which children can come across completely by accident. 1 in 5 children will not tell a parent or carer about a negative online experience, as they are scared of getting into trouble. Children are often more tech savvy than their parents. They are therefore able to download and install software and apps to computers, tablets and phones. Allowing the possibility to install apps also means that they can uninstall them. This is one way that we know students are avoiding parents seeing what they are doing. Perhaps the most telling statistic is that 4 in 10 children would stop what they were doing online if they knew a parent was watching. 2/3 of children are fully aware of how to hide their online activities from their parents. This is where you come in. Set a good example. If you are constantly glued to your device, they will be too. Modern devices all have a built-in ability to set up parental controls. For example, to set screen times, to control the sites which can be visited and those which can't, as well as manage the ability to install and uninstall apps. Talk to your child about their online experiences. Add them as a friend on social media. There's no need to interact publicly, but you can see what they're doing. Most importantly, check your child's devices regularly to see what their interactions are like. If you want to find out more about issues relating to online safety, then visit the HGS website. Under the section labelled Student Wellbeing, you will find an A to Z for parents with a wealth of information on this topic. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation.